Okay, so the excuse me, the next question that I have is from Vashta, and she says this is for either you or Treb. She asks, can you tell us more about insectoid races in our galaxy, not just the mantids, and about the role of the mantids race in overseeing the hybrid children's program?
Yes, first of all, let us look into the mantis concept. Your understanding, the Earth Collective's understanding of the mantid, is that there are a race that looks over hybrid programs or over hybrid children programs. Yes, this is correct, but this is one of the mantoid races. There are thousands of mantid races or mantid-looking races within the galaxy, and much more when it comes to insectoids. Now understand that each entity that you will perceive as an insectoid is not truly necessarily from the lineage of insectoid races. There are many sub-races or subspecies of different races that look to you as if they are insectoids, and this is because your own planet has a great diversity of insects. This is what you are comparing them to. When you are looking at the mantoid race specifically as they overlook hybrid program or that mantid race, these entities are doing just this. They are not sharing their lineage with the rest of the galaxy. They are not giving their own perception or their own intent to many. They are disconnected from the majority of the galaxy in the way of communication and sharing. They do communicate with small groups. They are connecting to smaller masses in the human collective consciousness to elaborate small amounts of information. But there are many more mantoid races that are very open to the galactic collective consciousness. They are very open to the Earth collective consciousness, and they are very willing to share information. When you are looking at insectoids, there have been many in your history of the Earth collective. Some entities have been called the ant people. There are some that look as if they are insectoid with wings that have visited your Earth collective. Some of you have perceived what is called the Mothman or Mothman. And in that Mothman connection, this is one race of entities that are connecting to the human collective consciousness. Now understand, when you are perceiving insectoid races in general, it is not all of one way. And this is what many humans misconceive also. They are perceiving that all reptilians are negative, all insectoids do not have emotions. None of this is true, as you all are aware of. Many insectoid races are very loving, what most of you would label the type 1 energy, that of understanding, connection, loving, sharing, and caring for all. There are many races within the insectoid classification of your human classification system that are of the type 2 variety, that are of negative perceptions and malevolent consequence. These entities do not interact with humanity as often. There are several insectoid races that are within 200 light years of your planet that are warring in civil wars. There are 7 planets within 200 light years of your own area of the Earth Collective in which insectoid races are having civil wars within their own planetary consciousness. Most of these entities are in 3rd density at the time. They are not capable of space travel, but we are aware of their going-ons, and we are also aware that in their connection they have heard of humanity. Not all 7 of them, but the majority of 5. They have heard of humans. They have heard of humanity. They have heard stories about how many civil wars have been fought, and many have brought peace to the collective in that region for at least a small time. This gives some of them a great hope. Continue being an example by understanding that civil wars are only manifestations of something that come from within and are manifested outwardly. Place yourself in your own vibrational state that is not fighting yourself at all times. This helps the collective reduce fighting itself, which removes the concept of civil wars within your Earth Collective, and be that shining beam Be the shining beacon and example for all others who are looking up to you in their times of need. Thank you.
Vasha asks, is she connecting to any insectoid or mantis races, and who are they, if so?
Yes, there are many insectoid entities within the oversoul of yourself. The ones that we are perceiving most deeply are the insectoids, reptilian hybrid race that you are connected to. There are entities that reside not in a lone star system, but the majority of them are often most commonly found in the star system that you would call Origai, or the constellation that you would call Origai. And in the Origai, towards the southern tip of this area, there appears to be what most of you would see as a bent handle within that area. And in the southernmost tip, beyond, towards the east, in the morning winter sky, this patch of land outside of the zone of what you would call Capella, this area in the sky is where this race comes from. It is where this race originates from. These entities are the ones that appear to be mantoid in physical appearance, but have many reptilian features as well. The larger slitted eyes, the concepts of more scaly skin. And in these entities, although their appearance is similar to the mantoids, their energetics are quite different from the mantoid collective consciousness. These entities are very interested in humans and very much interested in your energy as well.
And our last question for the night from Vashta, and this is extending upon one of the previous questions she asked about the mantis reptilian hybrids.
Yes.
She wanted to add, do they or him or her have any message for her?
Yes, when you are looking into your own consciousness now, you are feeling an uprising of desire. In the message, what we have for you is that your awareness of your sleep state is what brings you a great excitement and a great understanding of what your hybrid children connection is, but also what your insectoid connection is. This energy is at a precipice in where your understanding can only be awakened in dream state. We understand your energy, your information comes in various ways. Much of them are through awakened state understandings. But if you desire to more deeply penetrate that certain point of insectoid and hybrid children, look into the concept of using symbolism in sleep. Now, this entity brings forward a variety of symbols to use in a certain sequence. We can give you these if you desire, but in our mind, any symbol will help you make the bridge. The desired concept is this. The energy or information being brought forward by this entity is this. 3 triangles, right side up first, blue, second purple or indigo, and the third is violet. In a row, 1 second flashes, 1, 2, 3. The next set is 4. This is squared or rectangular, slightly rectangular, almost square, but a little longer upon the top and bottom portion and the sides. And in this 3, same color, same sequence. The next is your polygon. The next after this, 3 1 second interval, same color. Afterwards, it is 6. Afterwards, 8. Afterwards, dodecahedra. We are not sure the 20-sided object. So using this in 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, and 20, all within the same color variances, also within one symbol. Using that overimposed upon your third eye and visualizing them in general is what this entity desires to share with you in order to connect more deeply to that energy.